Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on what's going on in euro currency. So you can see after minor pullback due to the hitting of the daily oversold last week and small upward action yesterday, the market is turning down again. So in general, in our weekly report, we talked about probably some bearish continuation pattern should be formed, because euro currency right now stands in a relatively free space, so no support exists here, because this reaction mostly has followed on the weekly and daily oversold. So here was also no fib support, neither on the daily chart nor on the weekly chart, but that was a strong oversold area and market has shown this upward bounce. But right now, here is yes daily oversold as well, but right now market is not oversold and market is not oversold at the weekly chart. Besides, till the 1450 area approximately, market has no real support areas. That's why here market actually stands in the free space. And the major question was in the weekend how strong this retracement will be, whether this will be deep or it will be small. Currently, guys, it seems that reaction could be really very small and market could continue move down even today. So that's for those of you who are trade on intraday charts and watching for taking the short position with the 1450 target as completion of this butterfly. Why we think that this really could happen? Because as you know, guys, the situation around the tariffs has changed, because Donald Trump has announced another tariffs for the 200 billions in relation to the China goods, and this is not the kidding anymore. So if we could talk on the $50 billion goods, it's really not really big impact on the usual trading with the China, but the 200 billions, it's really not the strategy, but this is the solid amount of the trading, and it could really have the significant consequences. Besides, as you know, the markets usually works on anticipation of further events. So if European investors right now see what's going on around the China market, so they will automatically transpose this in relation to the Europe, and who knows, who could tell that this will not happen with the Europe as well. And on anticipation of that, it will probably depress the euro currency and the short-term perspective. So currently it's already, you could see the demand for the safe haven. So the dollar starts to rise and the Japanese yen starts to rise. This also leads to starting probably our scenario that we have discussed in the weekend on the Japanese yen could start to work as well. So it's also a very important turning point. So in two words speaking, it seems that market indeed could start downward action right from here. Theoretical market already has completed our suggestion. So we said that in the weekly report, we said that most probable pattern that will be formed here is guarded triple to sell that could trigger downward continuation. So usually when the butterfly is forming and we have the strong plunge, the most common way to continue the downward action is to form bearish continuation pattern. And it's only this could be formed here is mostly kind of the wedge or maybe the guarded triple to sell on the intraday charts. On the daily chart, as you can see, this consolidation takes the shape of the short-term flag pattern that usually becomes the continuation. It means that breakout could follow very fast. So in fact, the butterfly could change a bit the shape. It will be very steep and could become kind of this pattern. But anyway, it doesn't change the target. Despite how strong retracement will be or how small retracement here on the right wing stands, the major swing is the initial swing of the butterfly, because it determines the target. Stands 114.16 by this butterfly. So taking a look at the hourly chart, what we have. Actually, guys, you can see, as I said, market mostly completed our setup. So we have talked about the guarded triple to sell. The major concern was in the weekend just at the scale of this pattern, whether this will be 3.8 or 6.18. It difficult was to estimate, because it was at this moment, and it's very difficult to forecast how strong action here will be. But taking currently this ABCD retracement, take a look that the CD leg is slower than AP. It indicates the in-housing upward action and mostly suggests a reversal in the point of the completion of this pattern rather than just minor retracement. Market wasn't able even to hit the weekly pivot point. So in fact, this was just a minor trade retracement. The market's dropping right now. It's also, you could recognize here a clear wedge shape, this pattern. So for daily traders, as I said, we're waiting when this drop will finish, and our major point to watch for is completion of this butterfly, because we will be at the weekly support, monthly pivot support 1, and we will have the bullish reversal pattern on our back. So that will be a very important point where we will think about taking the long position, because market could start upward action from right to the 120 area, because we are keeping in mind our head and shoulders on the weekly chart. For the scalp traders, if you trade on the hourly chart, on the even lower time frames, you just need to keep an eye on this drop and trying to catch some minor retracement here. Maybe here some minor guarded steeple to sell will be formed. So after this drop, market could show ABCD retracement on the 5-minute chart. You could try and take the short position and downward continuation, because it seems that the retracement on the daily time frame is over. Market here is really looks really weak and heavy, and taking into consideration the background that we have, fundamental background with the tariffs and all this stuff, it seems that euro currency could continue move down immediately right to the target that stands on the daily and weekly charts.